Great deals. That deal could have been so much better. It could have been so good. First of all, the hostages should have been released before we started negotiating, period. Which, by the way, is years ago. You ever see a deal take so long? And you walk in, and you know this, you've heard it, but it's like basic. You walk in, and you see these guys, great negotiators, Persians. Persians are very good negotiators. But we have the greatest negotiators in the world in our country. We have the best. We have guys that are so good. We have guys and women that are so good. And we don't use them. We use political hacks. We use people that got their job because they take care of the senators, some of whom I'm on the stage with. We don't negotiate anything. The country is going to hell. We don't negotiate drug prices. We don't negotiate anything. We have people that don't know the first thing about what they're doing. They don't know about trade. They don't know about economics. Every single, Carl Icahn endorsed me recently. He's one of the great businessmen. Carl and others. These are the best people. And me. So many deals are so easy. The Iran deal, you ready? You walk in, you say, fellas, you got to do us a favor. Release our prisoners. This is 4 years ago when it's release our prisoners. They're going to say no. And we say, bye-bye, bye. And then you go outside, you call up, you double up the sanctions, you triple up the sanctions. Within 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, they will call you and they'll say the prisoners are gone. They're gone. Amazing America. Then, and I tell this story, and one of the media folks like this, so I'll tell it the way I like to tell it. But my father taught me a lot. I had a father who really taught me a lot. And he thought I was a little bit rough around the edges. He thought, we got to calm him down, right? He was a good teacher. And I think Eric is listening to this one because I have to teach him too. He's pretty tough, but he's good. But, my father said, son, take the lumps out. Take the lumps out. I remember him going like this, lumps, take the lumps out. So I said, be easy, a little bit easier, you get the same thing. So I took the lumps out. So I would have gone in, and I would have said to him the following. We owe $19 trillion in debt. 19 trillion. Does anybody even know what a trillion means, right? Very few people do, by the way. If we sat you, all you know what it means? You know what it means? It means a lot. That's what it means. It means a lot. We owe 19 trillion. The Republicans, I'm a Republican, just approved one of the worst PACs. They call it the omnibus bill, the budget. Did you see that deal? Under that deal, Obama gets everything he wants. He gets the right to move terrorists in. He gets the right and money for the Syrians to come in off the line, and we have no idea who they are. They could be ISIS. He gets illegal immigrants into the country. He funds everything he wants to fund. And they approved it so fast, right? They approved it. So, we get the prisoners. They'll say, you've got your prisoners. Now you go in. And instead of saying, here's the way I would have said it if I didn't have my father, because he taught me a lot. When I really learned, he taught me a lot. I would have said if I didn't have him, because I think we have a lot of natural talent, right? I would have said, we're not paying you the $150 billion. We'll never pay you. You don't have a chance of getting it. That's tough. See, that's no good, though. It's too tough. You're too challenging. Who needs it? So now, because I've become over the years, very experienced and smart, now I say very simply, fellas, we got a problem. Our country is going to hell. We've had incompetent leadership, grossly incompetent. Like, how about the worst? We owe $19 trillion. We're going to owe another $2 trillion soon because of this horrible budget. But we owe $19 trillion. We're a debtor nation. Our infrastructure is falling to pieces. Our health care is no good. Common Core is horrible. It's costing us a fortune. We're getting rid of Common Core. We're getting rid of Common Core. We're going to have local education. Getting rid of Common Core, that'll be one of the early things. Okay. And we just don't have the $150 billion. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to tell you. We don't have it. They'll go crazy for about a day. And then on the second day, they'll call and we'll start. And we just saved $150 billion, believe me. Now, believe me,